Many people can be conditioned to try and avoid arguments, usually by conforming to somebody else's demands. And when it comes to narcissistic individuals, they go all out to win the argument at all costs to you. If you've ever tried to reason with a narcissistic individual, it's exhausting. Narcissists use many different tactics in an argument so that they can come out on top. They're not interested in listening to you. They're not interested in your feelings. They lack the empathy to care. They're looking to win. So when it comes to getting into any form of communication, debate with a narcissist, where you might have a different opinion, where you might have called them out on something, anything that the narcissist doesn't agree to, they're going to go all out to win. And they can use tactics such as gaslighting, where the narcissist is going to go all out to make you question your own reality. They will deny things that they have said or done. They will twist the truth. They will accuse you of things you haven't even done to get you on the defensive, to get you explaining and justifying yourself to them so that they don't have to explain or justify themselves to you. And it's all designed to get you to doubt yourself and feel like you're losing your mind. Narcissistic individuals don't just stop at gaslighting though. They'll go all out to deflect. Instead of discussing the issue at hand, instead of discussing the topic of conversation that you might have raised with them. And it can be some of the most everyday topics of conversation, such as, what are we doing this weekend? But a narcissist doesn't want to give you an answer. Instead, they go all out to change the subject or attack you in some way or answer your question with a question such as, well, why do you want to know? They can go all out to bring up your past mistakes if you point out any of theirs. They will bring up something that's completely unrelated to the argument to shift the focus away from the topic of conversation and put it back onto something that works in the narcissist's favour. Call them out on their behaviour and a narcissist will turn into the biggest victim you've ever met. It's never their fault, it's always somebody else's. It's a great tactic that narcissists use, playing the victim, because it's even more challenging to call out someone who could potentially be a victim, and it usually makes you feel like you're the one that's at fault. When a narcissistic individual feels like they are losing the argument, they'll turn things around and portray themselves as the victim in the reality that they created. They'll accuse you of always attacking them, of mistreating them, of not being very nice to them, of being selfish, of being demanding, of not caring about them. And this tactic is designed to make you feel guilty and to shift the blame away from them over to you so that hopefully you work harder to please them. Narcissists, if they feel like they're losing the argument, can simply shut down and fall silent on you. Now, a victim, when you realise there's no point in discussing anything with a narcissist, can also just shut down and fall silent. Or when you realise that you're going to get that rage in return, sometimes it's not worth speaking. You're doing it in order to protect yourself, to keep yourself safe. Narcissists fall silent because they've got the face on and they want to punish you. If they can't win the argument with reasoning or logic, usually because there is no reasoning to their argument, there is no logic in their argument, they're gaslighting, deflecting and playing the victim, they can go all out to simply just stop talking to you. They'll ignore you completely, leaving you feeling frustrated and confused. And it's a form of punishment meant to control and manipulate you so that you feel like you've done something wrong by them and you go chasing after them and they get the attention again. Narcissists can simply overwhelm you with information during an argument. They can use the narcissist word salad, not schizophrenia where they're just jumbling out words randomly. With a narcissist, they're perfectly going to design the conversation where they jump from topic topic to topic of conversation to confuse you, or they're going to overwhelm you with information. They will bombard you with irrelevant stories, irrelevant facts, irrelevant details. They will go all out to derail the conversation, to confuse you. And this tactic makes it difficult for you to focus on the issue at hand, and it often leaves you feeling unsure of yourself and exhausted. Narcissists will use projection to win the argument, and it's a very sneaky tactic of a narcissistic individual, because they will go all out to accuse you of doing to them the very things that they're doing to you. So you end up defending yourself against their unjust accusations, while they don't have to defend themselves to you. If they've been dishonest, they'll accuse you of being the liar. If they've been cheating, they'll say, oh, wow, where were you last week with so-and-so? They'll accuse you of being the cheater. If they're being selfish, they'll accuse you of being selfish. And it gets you to defend yourself against their false accusations so that they can avoid taking responsibility for their own behaviour. Narcissists also use a lot of triangulation. They're going to bring a third person into the argument. They'll bring the whole world into the argument and claim that everybody else agrees with me, so that you feel like you're in the wrong. Whenever you don't support their side, they'll bring out all their imaginary friends that do support their side. The narcissist will come at you with even so-and-so things. And this tactic is designed to create those diversions and make you feel like you're the one who is in the wrong. Narcissistic individuals use many different tactics to confuse you, to exhaust you, so that they can win the argument against you. They don't use reasoning, they don't use logic. When you can recognise the games that they are playing, you can learn to observe their behaviour and no longer take it personally. Recognise the game and stay calm in the situation. Learn to trust those instincts. They usually know what they're on about, even when you don't. Set clear boundaries for you as a person, because a narcissist will not respect these. You have to respect your own. When it comes to narcissistic individuals, they use lots of different tactics to win the argument. Any you notice, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon, how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. A Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, which is all about the criteria, the tactics they use, such as mirroring, devaluation and word salad, how you lose your confidence, why they always have to be right, and then things like Jennifer Freyd's Darbo, brain fog, brainwashing, how to overcome things like anxiety. And then there is 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain with those you can't get no contact with. Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment, which is a guided journal. So there is for you to write in, and the guided prompts. And then Behind the Mask, The Rise of the Narcissist, which is the first in a 3-part series. If anyone is interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.